in Europe and the Middle East. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Josh Long. I'm your host. Welcome to Spring Live, a virtual, free, online, interactive, 24-hour-long conference occurring, by the way, on the day of the spring equinox, and that answers the question, are Eurovision, football, and the Olympics the only truly global things that are awesome, or is there room for something more? And I think you'll find after this conference, this online conference, that there is. It's a crazy time to be alive, my friends. It's a crazy time indeed. Obviously, I have no doubt that you are at this point well aware of the circumstances around the globe, right? The coronavirus, the COVID-19 pandemic is ravaging communities all around the planet. My friends, I am optimistic. I believe that we're going to get through this and we're going to get through it together. Obviously, we need to be vigilant. We need to take care of each other. There's some things you can do to mitigate the proliferation of the virus, to mitigate the risk of the virus, things that you can do, including washing your hands, right? Staying away from each other, keeping a social distance of about 6 feet or 2 meters, at least. Don't touch surfaces and then touch your face, right? If you can avoid physical contact with things, do, and certainly wash your hands all the time, and stay home if you can, right? That applies to you if you're sick or if you're not. Stay home, and that way you'll help. What they're saying. Flatten the curve, right? When I flatten the curve, when I give your medical systems the ability to cope with the demand and to meet that demand over a longer period of time, if there's demand to be had, right? So we need to flatten the curve. We can do this together, my friends. The trick is, of course, to look out for each other. Now that we're home, however, and not everybody can be home, but now that we're home, what are you going to do, right? There's a lot of things that we can do when we're at home, and it's up to each person. Obviously, I have found that I've got a little bit more free time than I usually do. I have been hanging out with my family. I'm grounded, right? I can't fly around the world like I usually do. You may know that I travel a fair bit. Last year, I spent about 650,000 miles in the air, and it's a refreshing change to finally be home. I sat down on the couch and I met this really nice lady, and she told me that she's been my girlfriend for years and years. Turns out she's really nice. I like that. Lucky me. If you're home, you could do that. Hang out with your family. You could watch every Doctor Who episode. That's a thing that you could do, right? You could learn. I like learning. I've been learning Mandarin Chinese, right? I was refreshing on the reflecting on the fact that I need to brush up on my Italian. My Italian's getting very rusty. It's been a long time since I have spoken Italian. Fa lungo tempo che non ho parlato italiano. I need to study that some more. And so there's a lot of things that we can do, but I really think learning is a great use of our time, right? Second, of course, to hanging out with family. And so learning has been one of those things that I think we should do if we can. Take this as an opportunity to take advantage of all this online material, learn a new language, learn a new programming language, learn new things about technology. And of course, if you crave interactions, then there's ways to do that too. And that's what this conference is all about. It's about uniting all these wonderful people all around the world to talk about how to build modern cloud native applications. And of course, we're glad you're here, right? There's an amazing agenda that we've put together for everybody. And I wanted to show that to you. I wanted to introduce what we're talking about here. So the agenda is live. You can actually find it on connect.tanzu.vmware.com, spring-live.html. And there you'll find all the content, right? So obviously this is a worldwide event. It's 24 plus hours of content. And so you'll find that the content for Europe and the Middle East is here, basically. This is the content that you're probably going to watch, right? This is the last several talks here, right? So I can't fit it all on one screen. My talk is the very last one of the conference. It's actually a 2-hour-long talk. It's 2 hours. It's the reactive revolution or reactive arama, just lots of different stuff there, right? So I hope you'll join me for that. But there's a lot of good stuff as well that you can join me for. I wouldn't miss, well, really any of these, but I would definitely, I might even try and wake up really early just to be able to catch the good Dr. Dave Sire talk about the spring clinic, to hold the spring clinic. And this is a great example of a talk for which this conference was intended. The whole point of this conference is to allow you to interact with us, right? For all of us to interact with each other. So all the speakers that are giving these talks are going to be online answering questions, and we want to be able to answer your questions as well, right? So the really beautiful thing about this is that all the videos will be recorded and you can watch them later, but the opportunity to talk to all these people, to have that social interaction, that community interaction, that's invaluable. I wouldn't miss that for the world, my friends. So please enjoy yourself. Take as many notes as you can. Make sure you ask the questions you want to ask. This is a really wonderful opportunity for us all to learn together, to grow together, and to enjoy the experience. Enjoy, everybody.